Hello everybody, Morilibus here. We are back on Olympus. Been a while since I recorded an episode. Last thing I think we did was a stream, which I could whoa, I do get some nasty little lag spikes here in the Nether. Only on Olympus. Damn you, Olympus. But yeah, I created this little area here. This is just basically a storage area. It leads down to, oops, I didn't actually want to fall down. That leads down to the Wither skeleton farm. And it's just storage. It's really cramped. Oop, apparently there's no way up. Apparently I need to do that. Ignore my inventory. We'll get to that. So yeah, just basic storage for all the stuff we're using to build the hub, or the Nether tunnel, all the redstone, stuff like that. So I moved it all over here. Man, my computer is not cooperating. Yeah, just moved it all over here to get out of the way. Some of it was already there. Other stuff we had just random chests. So I've been working on this. I think it's going well. I think it's mostly done on this end. There's some issues with the rail. Oh, that's where that rail goes. I had an extra powered rail and I couldn't remember. I was like, where did I get that? But now I see. Let's go put that back. There's some problems with this pig thing that we were working on. I did some modifications to it to make it go uphill so that pigmen, we don't have to hole there. They should be able to clip through that block. However, they do occasionally bounce back. I noticed the pigmen are also able to resist the button. So if they're in the cart and like trying to move towards this way and you hit the button, they won't actually move. So it's not 100%. Maybe we can work out the bugs. But I've been working on the ceiling. And we did this in a stream where we brought the ceiling kind of, I didn't bring it all the way, but I kind of figured out where the pattern needs to be. And then started it on this end so I could bring it into this room. And then I kind of used the same ceiling panel or pattern. These are all kind of, these are different, but these ones are 5 by 5, same centerpiece, but don't have that extra border. And they have the wood framing going all the way around. I wasn't quite sure what to do, so this is what I have done. I'm okay with it. It's not fantastic or anything, but it'll do. And then kept the same theme as up there, or tried to. So we got the lime green, and that. Albert had mentioned we could try adding some of this stuff in. And what I actually wanted to try, where should we try it? Might try it just here. Let's see if we replace. This might be difficult because our inventory is so awful at the moment. Like, what if we put wool there, got rid of those, and put those back up there? So basically raising everything by 1. Which will actually make it line up with this. So this cyan will actually line up with that. However, I don't know if this is actually going to look any good, which is important. Help! Can I eat some steak? Oh, I can. Okay. We're heading somewhere. A place you guys might not have seen. And those of you who have seen it probably haven't seen it in a while. Where'd that block go? We lost cyan. Magic. I bet you it's like floated all the way up or something stupid. Nope, went through the wall. That's not as dumb. That makes me dumb. Whoops. Okay. So we could do something like that. I don't know if that's a good idea, though. So let's just change a little bit of it. And then we'll leave it for now. Let it sit. Let it soak in. See if we actually like it. Now, this isn't what Albert was talking about, I don't think. I think he meant just throwing some random wheat bales or whatever they're called. What are they called? Oh, they are called hay bales. Okay. So I think he meant we could like throw some random ones like here and stuff. Of course, that might be a little weird with that. So we could do that. I'm up for that. We could put them like that. So that is a good little detail. I think we will add some of that in as well. And maybe just randomize it a bit. I'm running out of wheat, so this is going to be a project that we have to work on soon, is getting another wheat farm up and running. The only thing I don't like about this, actually, that I just realized is we're trying to make this completely spawn-proof. And I assume mobs can spawn on wheat. So the only way to make it non-spawn-proof would be like to add slabs on it, which might work, might not. We'll see. So that looks really weird, in my opinion, but we'll see. So I'm going to leave that. And you guys can let me know what you guys think of it, if you like it, if you hate it. And I'll let the other Olympians maybe take a look at it, see what they think. So let's ditch some of the extra stuff. Let's head to my shop. So I have a shop on this server, which some of you may not know about because I haven't been there in a long time. And, oh, did I bring everything I need to? I hope so. It's out of stock on certain things. So yeah, these are our Nether shops. Now they started a new shop location at the Mount Olympus area, but this was the original, our old shop area in the Nether. So we got like Running for Force, Slime Emporium, but I think he relocated all of his stuff to the other store of his. And some other people's. Damian, come back. Payment. So yeah, he was doing clay. I think we've taken it all out of here for community stuff, as he's no longer playing on the server. Alright, but here's mine. It's called the Witch's Broom, and it's mostly based off my witch drops. Now, we did lose a bunch of item frames, which I forgot to bring some of those, but we can make them. So I used to take iron ore. I think I might change it to take diamonds instead. Look at that. What's going on? So I might need to double check certain things, but yeah, this is a control panel store. I have a tutorial on my YouTubes if you are interested, but the way it works is you pick an item, it should be displayed up there what it is. If the light is on, that means there's stuff in stock, and then you would you'd put your payment in the chest and it would process it and give you, so for every 5 iron it would give you, oh no, it would give you 5 of whatever this was supposed to be per iron ore, and etc. 3, 15, 7, 3. So if we go inside, I guess I left the door open. Down here's the payment area. I did just empty it, so there's no more iron in there. And that is a transaction log. So last time I checked it, we've had 128 plus 11. So 139 transactions. So 139 pieces of iron have gone through. And I did have the same amount in iron in that other chest. So that's kind of overstock. That's rails. I want to restock that. I'm not sure why there's a whole bunch of leather down there. So we'll probably keep these. I was selling hay at one point, but I don't have much of it. So I'm going to put back TNT. Oops. I'm going to start selling TNT again. Now I know D-Gamer was selling TNT. I'm not sure if he still is. And then Meryl's meat. I have a bunch of steak on me. I haven't named it, but I'm going to go do that. So I'm going to take all this steak, go name it to Meryl's meat. Let me just double check how I've been naming it. I always forget. So no apostrophe or anything, just Meryl's meat. Good. Maybe I'll take one with me as a reference. And then glowstone and redstone. So today we got to figure out a new payment and a new ratio system. The ratios are... I haven't really shown the shop to you guys, but it's all this. I'm not going to go over it. Probably be boring for most of you. If you do want to see how it works, like I said, I got a tutorial you can check out. But all these hopper timers here are the ratios. So this determines how many of a certain item you will get for each payment item. So currently it's set to iron ore. So every iron ore you will get, depending on how many things are in here, you will get that ratio. Now I don't quite remember how this ratio worked out. It wasn't. I know there was only certain numbers you could do. I don't think we can do even numbers with the design. I did have one that I could do even numbers, but it was a bit bigger, or quite a bit bigger. So I went for a more simple version, but we got to keep them odd numbers. So we can only do like 1, 3, 7, 5, 15, anything that is an odd number. So I think I'll go head towards the Enderman farm. I also want to see how that is working, because I heard that's been... I was looking for a place to put the hay, but we don't want to put the hay in there. Put it there. The Enderman, I guess, spawn rate or spawn cap has been reduced. So it's now like 40 or something, I think one of you guys told me. So that may slow down the Enderman farm. It may not. We'll have to see. But I'll go there, check that out, and then I'll come back here and we'll work on the store. Apparently there's a bunch of donkeys down there. What are they doing in there? Who's donkey? Oops. I wanted to look inside you. This looks like a horse for me, though. I know who you... Maybe these are golden stars. Maybe she's bringing these over. I'm not sure. Or D-Gamer's mules, I'm not sure. He's got stone. That could be D-Gamer, maybe. I know he uses them to transport stone from tower using minecarts. Maybe he uses mules as well. So yeah, those are the Nether stores. Over here's the Enderman farm. So I'll be back. This is our end portal. Something me, Iroh, and D-Gamer worked on. It was one of our earlier projects. It's where a lot of my quartz went to. But yeah, turned out well, and I was going to put a bedroom back here. I never have come back to finish it. I ran out of quartz, and then I just never came back. So I should probably do that sometime. But I like the idea of being able to sleep here in case you don't want to... actually, maybe we will. That way I don't go all the way back to my tower. I can just come here. Cab, you stream tonight, I am something. Someone sent me a message through Twitch asking if I could stream. I can't stream at the moment, but I sorry. And here we are in the end. I try to mine this up every time I come here, and I put an extra layer below. That's not to be mined out. That's just so you don't accidentally fall into the void, because there's not much below us. So if you do mine out the block below you by accident, you would fall to your death. But here, less likely to. So this is all community, or supposed to be community obsidian. So if people have time, the idea is when they come to the end, you mine out this platform, and you put it in the box. And sometimes I take half with me or something. If I do need some obsidian, I'll take part of it with me. But I still try to donate some of it. That way, if we ever want to make a big arena or something using a whole ton of obsidian, we should already have some stocked up. I think I will try to get a beacon here, though. Bring back haste 2, make it a lot quicker. Why are you guys all mad? Why do you have to be so mad? Don't touch me. I don't like how the mobs glitch out now. So we should probably see how much it's actually going to cost to rename things. I'm just going to copy that. Too lazy to type. Wow, 1 level per stack. That is awesome. It's kind of overpowered, but renaming these things used to cost like 39 levels, and that was such a pain to spend like a couple hours just to enchant a whole bunch of steak. Well, that's great. So I don't know how much, if like with the nerf, I don't know if it's really going to affect things. I mean, they're still falling down consistently, so as long as you're getting enough Endermen falling down while you're killing them, it should be okay. It does look like I'm about to clear it out, but since it does take less levels to do everything, I don't know, I'm okay with it, I guess. I mean, it still takes 30 levels to do a 30 level enchantment, but you only lose 3 levels with it. I need food. I want soup. This is interesting. So this is one of the ones I brought with me, right? That we copied the name. So they look exactly the same, but they do not stack. It's very strange. So I might need to get rid of the existing marrow meat in there, because I don't want people getting 2 different kinds that don't stack. Oh, missed some steak. Let's put that steak back in there, and let's bring it out. Just make sure that was the only steak in there. It was. So very strange why those don't stack. I don't know. Oh well, I don't think there's much marrow's meat left in there, so not a big deal. You thought I forgot. Yoink. Do it. Do it. Alright, so we have a full chest of these guys. Now there's something else we have to do. that I kind of forgot about. There's one in here. Now that's going to be the wrong one, I think. It's going to be one of those. Yeah, so we're going to take... You have to kind of prime the system. So we need to make sure one of them is in there. So if you notice these ones, these comparators are off. So right now this thinks it's out of stock, even though clearly it does have stock. So we have to let it know that there is, in fact, it is ready to go. And we do that by just putting one item down there. And you only have to do this the first time, so we don't ever have to do this again. We will have to check, depending on our prices. I don't have a price in mind. So yeah, if we look at this one, it already has one. So every time it pulls one out, basically one gets stuck there. So that's just to make sure. So now they're all working. And if we do take that out, so let's get rid of leather for a second. So it's going to say leather is out of stock. And I added in a tone system to this a while ago. Let's make sure my sound's up. Turn those guys back up. So if you pick something that is out of stock, like this guy, you get that boom boom. And if you pick something that is in stock, I thought you were supposed to get a good chime, but maybe not. But yeah, so you get an audible cue if it's out of stock, and then also that light goes out. So what we're going to do is I named these guys. So I named one of each. I just added a space to the end of the name so that it will show up in an item frame. Then I got them positioned here in order, I hope. So TNT, Merrill's Meat, Glowstone, and Redstone. So that'll be the items we sell. And we're going to have to modify the pricing. So I'm not sure what it'll be. I'll have to think about it. And we'll do that at the towards the end here. And then up here, I guess we need a diamond. I forgot to actually name this though, but we'll put that up there. So we're going to take diamonds. So what that means is all this I have to take away. And I also have to get a filler item, I guess, because I don't want to put that many of diamonds in there. That used to be the filter for iron. And I might change this chest to a dispenser or a dropper so that you can't actually look down here. Not that anyone should steal from me, or they will feel the wrath. But yeah, there we go. So that'll work. So now you can see what you want, you can pick it, and it will tell you if it's in stock. So with that leather, if I go ahead and put that leather back, that one will now say it's in stock as well. So the next thing we got to do is the ratio. So I'm going to try to figure out a price point here, and then I'll show you where that works. Okay, I've changed a few things. So I got those items in, named that guy to diamond, and then I moved the book here. It doesn't give it a name. I might have to rename it in an anvil so it shows up. But that's the instruction manual, and it's probably wrong. Well, it's going to be right, except if it says chest. Yeah, arrive at chest. So that might be wrong. I might rewrite it. But there's the instructions, and it probably says iron too. Place iron ore. Yeah, so I'll probably rewrite this for the new change. But, so all you do is, I mean, you can put as many diamonds in here as you want, depending how many things you want. Right now it's set to this ratio, which is really bad for them to get only 3 leather. But if we do that, it'll take one at a time, and then it locks itself. So it processes it, and then it takes the next one, starts processing it, and it takes the next one. And you get a few audio cues, so we should end up with 9 leather, I guess, total. Hopefully, if it still works properly. And there we go. And then you get a 2 chime when your transaction is done. So when you hear the 2 tone or whatever, that means you've gotten all your stuff, or you should have. So next parts, let's see if we can figure out history. Let's figure out if we can, and shout out to Lemo1 who's asking me to stream. Yeah, I don't know if I can stream during the week, but I will try for you if I can. So let's see. Normally you got 3. Now I don't know what a good ratio for iron to diamonds is, but what if we went like a factor of 8? What if we multiplied that by 8? And she's gone. She has internet problems that she's trying to work out. So we could try that. So if we went... Oh, I got to make it an odd number, though. So if we made that one 25%, per diamond. So each diamond will net you 25 leather. That might be okay. So let's go 25 per diamond. Like that. So I might do this similar ratio for all these and see what it works out to. So I mean, that's multiple of 8 plus 1. So I'll probably do the same thing here if I can. We'll have to see. I don't think I'll do a multiple of 8 for that. But I got a lot of leather, so that's an okay price for me, I think. So let me go ahead and change the rest of these. Oh, I should probably leave them up so I have a rough idea. I'll just make new prices. New prices! Okay, so I've tested it out with this guy, try to figure out how this ratio that I set up works. And what I have to do is put in those hoppers, half of this number plus 1. So I have to put 11 items in there. And I'm just going through and setting these up for glass bottles. I'll use those as filler. So 19 becomes... actually, I guess that should be 10. Roughly, I think. Okay. That one should be 16. Essentially, we round up. Divide by 2 and round up. That one should be the same as that one, so that should be 11. So we'll put 11 bottles there. 25. I don't know about these prices too. You guys can let me know what you guys think of it. So this isn't like how many diamonds. It's the opposite. It's how many items you get per diamond. So I figured these should be quite high. Like Meryl's meat, you can get basically a stack for about 2 diamonds. And same with the leather, pretty much. TNT, about 3 diamonds per stack. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. We can tweak the prices. I don't want to rip people off. That's not my goal. That one should be 12, I guess. Is that right? 25, and then that one would be 8. Okay, so those are our ratios. So if we go back here, and I don't know how well we can get at them. I might need to end a pearl up top. Is there room? There is. Okay, let's just get rid of those. And get rid of these. I'll put them back in a second. Some of them might go in the hopper, but that's okay. So that one has 11. That one used to have 2. We're going to make it 10. Oh, I might have just made a transaction. I'm not sure. And then we'll go like... There we go. Let's do that. Then I won't have to worry. And then we'll give it a test here to see how well it works. Looks like arrows. Guess I was just using random stuff that I had lying around. Okay, good. And I'm just going to cover this up again. I don't want things accidentally falling in there. That could change the ratio. That's why I'm putting all this on, and then the slabs are to prevent pigmen from spawning back here. So this whole setup should be almost spawn-proof. There's some areas like there that could spawn little baby pigmen and other things. Well, let's see if that does it. Those are my test diamonds. And let's give it a try. We'll test each one, I guess. Let's make sure there's not a payment. Okay. So let's start with the redstone. So let's go ahead and put a diamond in. It's going to do the transaction. And I can't remember if I can change it while it's running. You might be able to. I don't remember. Let's not do it right now. Let's make sure the ratio works. So it takes a little bit for them to get here, but overall this should actually be quicker because it's doing less processing per thing. So a little tick, tick, tick is just the items coming through, and then 21. So that's good. We got 21. Next, we'll try the glowstone. Put a diamond in. Tick, tick, tick. 19. I think that's right. Yes. All right. Meryl's meat. Come on. 31. Lucky number 31. Good. Meryl's meat works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can do 2 transactions, not at a time, but it'll queue it up. So if we go, that should be 21. Now let's just try. I'm not sure this works, but let's give it a go. Now it won't take this diamond until it's done processing the gunpowder, or the TNT. And then it should take it. So let's see if that works. We should get 21 and then 25. No, I think I did screw it up. So that is not allowed. Good to know. Oh no, here it comes. It just had a pause. Ooh, maybe it does work. Who knew? 25. Is it gonna work? 23. Too short. Let's do another one. Maybe I put the wrong amount of bottles in. Or something else. Okay, so that is only 23. So I can either change the price or I'll add another bottle. So each bottle, each item in the dropper does basically 2 items. But it also does a default of kind of 1 item. So that's why it's like 1 plus kind of half. Alright, our last one is the rails, which I don't think I have that many in there. Been using most of them for the nether tunnel there. But that should be 15. Okay, so while that's running, let's go see if we can add in another bottle to that other one. Now, unfortunately, it's not very easy to get at. I guess I could do it like this. Maybe, although that might screw up the transaction we were just doing. But, too bad. Okay, there we go. Aha, it was you. You was taking damage in here somewhere. I heard a baby pigman squealing. 15. Perfect. Okay, let's go back to the leather one last time. Get a little bit of lag when I hit the button. But if you saw my original shop, I had original shop here, but it was a lot more complicated and a lot laggier. This one I'm actually really fond of. It's not that laggy, because it just uses hoppers. There's no like pulsing redstone or anything like that. And just a bunch of hopper clocks. And it's a relatively simple concept too. So now we should get 25. Maybe? 25? Please? Good. Alright, there we go, guys. So I'm going to go redo a book. But that's about it. So I think I'll end the episode here. So I hope you enjoyed. And for those who hadn't seen my shop, now you have. And yeah, if you want to build one yourself, there's a tutorial for it. It should still work. And I think the tutorial is slightly different than this one. I can't remember if it is or not. I might have changed this one slightly because I had a less headroom in here as there's another shop above. So I might have had to modify a few things. But anyway, guys, and let me know what you think of the prices. If we should adjust. Usually I try to base them on how long it takes to get a diamond through normal means of either like strip mining or like strip mining without a haste 2 beacon. Or caving, I guess, but caving takes a long time to get diamonds, so usually base prices off how long it would take to get a diamond through strip mining versus how long it would take to get these items. So I guess if I did this right, it would take the same amount of time to get yourself 31 steak through breeding cows and whatnot as it would take you to strip mine for a single diamond. That's kind of the goal, so whether these are accurate or not varies, and some of them I don't really care about, like stuff I get from my witch farm I don't really have to work for, so those could be cheaper and I might lower those prices or raise the quantity. Heh. Aren't these guys supposed to despawn? Die! But yes, that is it, guys, so I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. One last thing I gotta do, guys. To ensure that like the final transaction isn't like a ripoff, I got to make sure those chests are in multiples of whatever this number is. So I got to make sure that redstone blocks, I have a multiple of 21. That way if like it's got, let's say it only had 16 left in there, it's still going to allow people to buy it, but then they'd only get 16 instead of the full 21. So that's the only catch I got to do, is I got to make sure that whatever's in the chest is a multiple of these numbers. Bye.